Hello everyone, welcome to more Final Fantasy XIV. We are up in Mimaroon's trading post. The annoying thing though is that this is not where an Aetheryte is. The Aetheryte is over here by Camp Bronze Lake. And so we have to go over there if we want that. This dungeon here, though. And there's Zelma's run. So this is like a level 40 area over here. This is a level like 20 area over here. Or I think it's level 30 on the other side. But this is like level 20 over here. So it's kind of interesting. But also, holy crap, the difference in level is ridiculous. That said, crafters can come here and check the junkmonger here. And there is a ton of items here that are junk items that crafters can pick up, such as the stained chef's apron. And you can pick these up and use them as part of the crafting recipe for an item. And it's basically, you just restore these items, to better condition. And I had absolutely no idea how to get a hold of those kinds of items. As I say, I don't think there's any that I can show. Like, this is the closest I could show as an example. The wrapped maple longbow is something that I craft, though, in here. I just don't remember where. But here it is. Wrapped maple longbow, which is a maple longbow. But it's similar to that. It's like, you take the item, you take some ingredients, and then you basically repair the item to better condition. You can get a couple levels off of your, like, crafter classes that way. I did that for weaving, for Weaver. I came up here. And the nice thing about that, too, before I go saying anything else, is, like, this stuff is not very good on its own, but once it's repaired, it's, like, much better. Like, a ripped chef's hat gives no, like, crafting bonuses, but it's actually, like, one of the best items you can get at level 41 when you repair it, so it's nice. Let's talk to Qiqirn. Customer, be welcome. Not customer. Not come with custom. Bring something for Qiqirn. Now, Qiqirn forgot this. Forgot it, Druthers. Qiqirn swore would never forget earring, but never forget. Qiqirn thank. Qiqirn thank. Good Buscaron doing good. Good Buscaron, good to Qiqirn. Qiqirn miss good Buscaron. So yeah, obviously I think the best would be the headgear, but as we previously discerned, it is actually not better, so I'm not gonna bother. Just gonna take the monies. Level 21 weapon coffer, nice. Qiqirn has places for you to go, and thingies for you to get. Good Buscaron, help Qiqirn. Qiqirn dead without good Buscaron. Must give thankies, many, many thankies. Qiqirn make Qiqirn Firewater for Buscaron. Buscaron love Firewater. To help Qiqirn you help Qiqirn make Firewater? Need thingies to make. Need many, many thingies. Need curl pup whiskers. Need 3 good curl pup whiskers. Curl pup whiskers. Alright, so let's go ahead and run our pug list over here, where that quest is. And we can pick up some whiskers. I am going to avoid this fate that is in Poor Maid's Mill. Because if it is the fate that I'm thinking it is very hard. Yes it is. Actually. Because these are curl pups. So how about that? So you have to kill Slasher to actually progress the fate. Except that if you're doing the fate, you're fighting Slasher and all of these things. Which is why now that I have those, I'm going to run away! Because help! So there's actually two of these types of fates, where there is a big boss, like this, that is in the midst of like a million little guys. And it's not a boss fate, particularly, because the enemy is not technically a boss, like that Oku that I showed earlier. In this case, unfortunately, it's not that the enemy is the boss, or it's not that he's a boss, it's that Slasher is surrounded by all of these guys, and they continue to respawn. So, like, you have to have other people or just be stupidly strong. I am neither of those things right now. Unfortunately, I can't even get close to these curl pups without probably aggroing Slasher. I'm gonna try. Oh, frick. Slasher aggroes first. I repeat, Slasher aggroes first. Actually, I managed to pull him away from the others. Wonder if I can fight him now that... Because, like, now I'm away from the others, right? So I might actually stand some level of a chance. Nope. Nope. Look at how... Did you see how little damage I dealt to him? Nope. I stand no chance. Never mind. That is a boss. I did not realize that that was, in fact, a boss. So... Because there's other fates that are like that, where they're, like, surrounded by enemies. But that's, like, what the fate is, you know? It's just that they're surrounded by other units. So whew! The Slasher is an actual boss. So, nope, not going anywhere near that till it's gone. Qiqirn make Firewater for Qiqirn. You bring thingies Qiqirn need? Here you go. You brought all thingies. Qiqirn make Firewater now. Make good Firewater for good Qiqirn. Qiqirn start making Firewater now. Good. Firewater take time. More time, more good. You come back later. Sure. I'll come back later. I say as I stand right here. Actually, do I have any, like, classes that need a level 21 weapon? No, I don't. Not in the slightest. This is the problem with these weapon coffers. And I remember having these for, like, ever for the same reason. It's just... because of the way that the game is designed now, half the time when you get these weapon coffers, like, you don't need them anymore. So, it's like, this will give me a level 21 weapon. Or rather, it will give me a weapon of item level 21 through 23. And my Gladiator currently has a level 20, which means that this might be a very slight bonus, except for the fact that right now I'm at the point where I should really go back here and do my class quest and once I do that, it'll give me a level 25 weapon. So, like, I legitimately don't need that. Like, these are good for, like, alts. The problem is like, look at this, 1821. There's barely a gap there. So, it's not even worth it. Qiqirn appears to have finished his gift for Qiqirn. Qiqirn, make Firewater. Good, good Firewater. You take to Qiqirn. Good Firewater for good Qiqirn. But tell Qiqirn no drink now. Tell put away 1 year. 1 year make best flavor. Qiqirn hopes Qiqirn happy. Qiqirn gives Qiqirn thankies. Many, many thankies. You tell Qiqirn. Qiqirn make big shop someday. Biggest shop in Eorzea. Make many, many sparklies. All thanks to good Qiqirn. Aww. I just love how, like, I just love how much he loves Qiqirn. You know? And yeah, obviously that's because Qiqirn literally saved his life, you know? So it makes sense. It's just, I love how sweet that is, you know? He looks up to Qiqirn so much because Qiqirn saved his life. Admittedly, I would if somebody saved my life, you know? I would definitely look up to them too. So I'm not like, it's not that I'm, you know, I'm not trying to like be like, hey, you know, it's kind of funny and weird, and it's because it's not, because it's like it's legit. In fact, I think it's really sweet and cute, and I kind of love it. So. Yeah. I wonder if I can get over to Camp Bronze Lake. Because I'd really like to just have that Aetheryte if I can. Qiqirn! Let's go over to Qiqirn's trading post. I should be okay over here, regardless of the monster level. Just because I'm mounted. Like, even if something attacks me, unless it's going to do, like, ridiculous damage, like, I'll be out of its way, you know, before it can, like, get any real damage off. So, but yeah, you can see, like, enemies are level 34 over here. Like, there's a huge gap in between freaking areas here. It's a little ridiculous, honestly. Get the Chocobo. And then over here to the Aetheryte. Do. There we go. Alright. So, we've now made it over here to Camp Bronze Lake, which we will come back to later. Not now. I don't think any of the quests bring us here anytime soon. But this is a nice little place to come to. A lot of, you know, nice scenery and things. If you want to make like a, you know, hot spring picture or something, you know, that's basically what this is. It's a giant hot spring. You know, so you can get some nice pictures. You know, you've got some nice scenery around here, you know. It looks nice around here, honestly. It really does. I like this place a lot. I don't come here very often, but I do like this place. And over there, that giant looming structure there, that is the Wanderer's Palace. That is something we won't get to do until level 50. So, but now, let's go ahead and pop on back to Quarry Mill, I believe it is. And I'll run over to Qiqirn Brothers, and then we'll be back. Well. Ul'dah and Papalymo are both here. So that must mean something. Let's go talk to Buscaron. See what's up. Ah, you've returned. Thank you for seeing Qiqirn's belongings to him. What's this? For me? Qiqirn Firewater. Qiqirn Firewater. He remembers my fondness for the drink, does he? Why, that old... Oh, bloody hells. Who's cutting onions back there? He says to shelve it for a year, does he? Aye, that sounds about right. I hate to have to wait, but I reckon it'll be worth it. And this stuff has an aroma and body unlike any other drink I know. It's gonna be a long year, but say you come back then, friend. We'll see if we can't make it through this ball together. I would love that. Alas, the game will never let me do so. Because time never actually passes. If Buscaron had his druthers, he'd have an adventurer with whom to share talk of sylphs. There was word while you were away. Sylphs were seen in the wood, but near no lands of their own. No, this was a place near to here, a place we've never known a sylph to come. Something must have given them cause to venture this far. More than like the missing sylph elders among them. Here, I've marked the tract where they were sighted on your map. Just see if there's anything to be seen. Yeah. So the last time I had a drink, I actually drank my drink already. So, I drank all of my drink, so I don't immediately have one. Could have gone and grabbed one before voicing that, but it's fine. Looking around at the speed of sound. Got nothing to find, 'cause there are no sylph here. Actually, is this the one where I have to go into Toto Rack? Ah, frick. I feel like I'm gonna end up in a dungeon in a minute. Running! At level 22, and there's 4 of them, I could probably handle like 1 or 2, but I don't know about that. Like this I could probably handle. What? Really? The one that I kept pounding ran away. This one, on the other hand, that I hadn't even touched, was like, nope. But if I had kept walking, that one would have left me alone too, but I'm gonna have to just kill all of them to get to that spot. I just have to do it, like, individually. Hang on just a second. Okay. I'm gonna have to get on my other character and look at the target settings. I was looking at them, and I did change a couple just now. I'm gonna have to like get on to my other character and like copy some of their settings over. That way I can like ensure that, you know, I'm not like targeting differently, you know. So I think that guy will leave me alone if I just stand here. Whoa! Oh hi! 3rd cohort Qiqirn. Nobody spawned from the other one, so that was interesting. Also, one thing I do know is that my shield bash needs to be on control 4. Because I get 2 abilities later that go to control 2 and control 3. So I want to use those. I want to, you know, put those there. So I don't want to like get used to different buttons when I already know, like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to like the same button scheme later, you know. So Nothing spawned in this area. Which I'll note that the one that did spawn was up near 1,000 moths. I'm willing to bet you that's like, oh yeah, you know, this is an indication that yes, they went to 1,000 moths. Which wouldn't surprise me. Because I don't remember what the story is for going to 1,000 moths of Totorak. I do know that it's a decent dungeon. It's much better than it used to be. Because they've changed a lot of stuff. But, yeah. It used to be a, like, really annoying dungeon. And most people hated it. Oh. The cohort L'Aquarius. And Signifier. So these guys are of the 3rd Legion, because they're 3rd cohort. And Signifer basically means that they're a thaumaturg. As you can see, they were casting like thunder and stuff at me. So, I don't feel like handling those Ked traps. So back to Qiqirn Brothers, whatever it's called. Selfish concerns. But yeah, this might be the quest that leads us to Totorak. If it's not, Totorak will unlock pretty quick. Because it's the level 24 dungeon, so if it's not part of the MSQ, then like one of these guys has it, you know. Usually those are blue quests, so is there aught to be found in the wood? What did you come to? Garleans? In this part of the Twelves Wood? First Sylph and now Garleans, all in the same place. Cannot be mere coincidence. Might the Garleans be following the Sylphs, tracking them or giving chase mayhap? But no, not this far into the forest. The Whaler's spires are everywhere. Imperials could never have stolen past them all. How in the bloody hells could they? Unless someone guided them through. Someone who knew where the spires stand and won the Whaler's watch. A Gridanian traitor. Hey, these are actually good for me. That these I haven't upgraded all in a while, so I don't have a green item for there, so Qiqirn is more work for a willing adventurer. And voice lines that I need a drink in order to do. So I'm glad you've come, friend. Something I want to talk to you about. You know, I said I thought we might have a traitor in our midst, someone else was aiding the Garleans. Well, I'm thinking I may have identified our suspect. There's a regular of mine who used to dine on thin soup and sip his pint on account of not being able to afford another. But of late, he's taken to ordering my best wines and the finest cuts of meat I can lay my hands on. Were he a merchant, I'd probably think nothing of it. Now this lad's a wood whaler. And wood whalers don't earn that kind of coin. Perchance, I was musing on where the money was coming from when he first told me about the Garleans in the forest. And I couldn't help putting 2 and 2 together. Suffice it to say, for whalers working for the Empire, none of us is safe. The lad I'm talking about goes by the name of Laurentius. Last I heard, he was in the South Shroud. Find him, Kazumi, and if he is up to no good, put an end to it. And him, if it comes to that. Alright. Gotta go find Laurentius. He's somewhere about, you know? Just somewhere. There he is. And cannot see him on patrol. Come on. If you have business with the whalers, take it to the barracks. He doesn't seem like he's too interested in, having dealings with anybody. Tells me something's not quite right, that's for sure. He's over here by a crate of Garlean stuff. See that? Them's the same crates. How long now? I think patrol routes and rations fetch such a price. No more than I deserve, though. It's just little wonder the Empire's risen to such heights. Only the whalers paid men their worth. You? Where'd you? How long have you? Help! 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 Please come quick, my friends. It's I, Laurentius. I'm under attack. Really? This is all they're gonna send after me? This and that random Ked trap in the background. They decide to aggro. Two Ked traps are very annoying. So you know what? You're not anything I can't deal with pretty easily. You want to fight now? How did you? I know nothing. I was on patrol. He just appeared. I thought you were working for the Garleans. Sure. Speak with Laurentius. Again. I love that. And so we continue to give chase to this dude who, if it wasn't obvious by now, is clearly working for... Where's he be? Oh, here he is. Will these Ked traps leave me alone? Seriously? Oh. You are so freaking annoying. I wish I was I wish I had a more survivable DPS class. Nove Reach. Duty calls. How long do you mean to keep this up? What is it you imagine I've done? Enough. Enough, I say. It's over then. I sold maps and rations to the Empire. It was I meant no harm. I only wanted the coin. The whalers are good, strong. I was proud to join their ranks. I'm proud, but they do not provide. They preach justice, honor, duty, but in the end it is those with money who do as they will, who live as they will. So I sought an opportunity to change my fortunes and took it. All I've done for money. Endangered myself, my home, everything and everyone I love. Why, my actions have put your life in danger too. What are you laughing at? No, you do not yet realize how much. Bloody idiot. Did you imagine she had me cornered? It is not I who is cornered. Garleans, vote the Mikode bitch. Really? Just 3 of them? Permit me a question, if you will. Are all adventurers so deluded as to believe they can challenge the power of Garlemald? You would need a veritable mountain of guild to fund such an endeavor. such as the cost of fighting great power, or of making it, or of remaking it, as we will, Gridania. So that's the way of it. Swapped your hard buck at the barracks for a feather bed and Garlemald, did ya? Is you there, Makode? You stand here at old Busk's wish, no? And you don't stand alone. Good. I was gonna say, they're just gonna send 3 guys after me? You mean to stand against the might of the Empire with this red-bellied rebel at your side? Ha! Your eyes betray your words, coward. You know full well the whalers fear the wasp's sting. Indeed. Oh, there's more of them. There they are. If these 3 drink your blood, I will see to it they are cut down and burned. Tell them what happens to those who oppose the Empire. I mean, it don't really seem like it's working out in your favor, just saying. Like the heart Beastarius. This is a fight this round once won, and the Curl Claws will fight it. Why? You scum have no allegiance. Curl Claw Hunters have shown up. So, this is to be my end. That was one of the 3rd cohort dudes that just died. Get your butt over here. He in trouble now. Look at this. He got 2 red bellies and 2 curl claws after him. Although, I don't know, these hunters don't seem to be hitting. They're probably, like, he's probably right at, like, the edge of the range. And so the game's like, you know, don't have to move any closer. And so they are hitting, it's just the animation isn't. How has it come to this? Impossible. How did you best the Empire's finest? And with bandits and poachers at your side? They are your sworn enemies. Who do they fight with? Why do they fight with you and not against you? I know the answer only too well. Qiqirn, this is his doing. His words are wont to inspire men to act. Better men than I. Gods, what have I become? What have I done? I am sorry. No more will I pursue this folly. No more lies. No more bribes. I'll go to the Order of the Twin Adder and confess my crimes. There's something I would like you to tell Qiqirn. Tell him Laurentius the Fool says thank you. Feels though a veil has been lifted before my eyes. Veil has been lifted from before my eyes. He's saying that he was blind, but now he sees. Yeah. Alright, well, we dealt with that. So now, it's back to Qiqirn Druthers. And yes, I'm pretty sure Totorak is going to be next. Because this is a level 23 quest. Totorak is a level 24 dungeon. So I think we'll find that the Sylph ran into Totorak to hide. And it is our duty to go rescue them from the 1,000 maws of Totorak. Sounds about right. Aye, Laurentius confessed his crimes. I just had word from the Twin Adder. Seems he marched straight into the nest and gave himself up. How'd he get there that fast? Lad's had quite a life, you know. His mother was killed by a brigand when he was only small. As a young man, he joined the Whalers, hoping to spare his fellow Gridanians the misery he'd known growing up. Trouble is, protecting Gridania is too big a job for one man, and he came to believe that he couldn't make a difference. That was hopeless. There are few things more dangerous than desperation. A man lost in the dark is easily drawn to the glimmer of coin. I reckon he thought that if he couldn't change the lot of his fellow man, he might as well change his own. Thing is, he was making a difference, just not on his own. Somehow he'd failed to grasp one simple truth, that those things we cannot do alone, we must do together. Eh? Yes, he asked you to thank me, did he? And there's good in him yet. I just hope them at the Adder's Nest are able to see it. What he's done ain't easy to forgive, but I'd like to think he'd be afforded a chance to make amends. But let us leave fates to the 12. I have other news for you, Kazumi. Sylph Elder has been found. Nice. Into the Beast Maw! Yep, I was right. There it is, 1,000 Maws of Totorak. Ooh, Iron Scale Mail. Buscaron has reliable information regarding the whereabouts of the Sylph Elder. Oh boy. The next dungeon that we'll be running will be Totorak. It's taken us a fair old while. We finally got our hands on some reliable information concerning the whereabouts of your missing green friend. His name is Frixio, and he is the eldest amongst the Sylphs of Lil Solus. Long has he represented his kind in dialogue with the Gridanians. Yes, he's like a bridge between us and them, a small leafy green bridge that we can't find at the moment, and bridges are no use if you don't know where they are. That's why it's so important that we find them. There's an abandoned dungeon called the 1,000 Maws of Totorak, here in the South Shroud. 'Twas by the entrance to the place that Frixio was seen, not long ago neither. If you hurry, I reckon you'll find him. Walking ones, please help this one. This one needs help. Needs help to help other one. Poor Frixio. Poor Frixio. Hello. Whoa. Hold your chocobos. Take a deep breath. Tell us what's wrong. Nice and slow. The other one went into Totorak, but has not returned. This one is worried, so very worried. And you're right to be. That place fair crawls with nasties, waiting to make a meal of anyone daft enough to wander in. What in the 7 hells was he thinking entering that bloody death trap? The other one had no choice. Superior ones were chasing the elder one. Please, walking ones must help elder one. Help elder one now. Will the fates conspire against us? Forgive my pragmatism, but Frixio is our best hope of reaching an accord with the Sylphs. Were we to lose him, all our efforts thus far will have been for naught. I will tend to her wounds, Yida. Make haste to the Adder's Nest and request assistance. Understood. Kazumi, go to the 1,000 Maws of Totorak and see that Frixio comes to no harm. Peace between man and Sylph rests upon your success. Sure. Quest accepted. Alright. So, next time, the 1,000 Maws of Totorak. Cause yeah, this is definitely a good spot to end it off at. We'll go talk to Bloiserant first and unlock it, of course. But yeah, when next we come back, we will be heading into the 1,000 Maws. By order of the Elder Seats here, the dungeon known as the 1,000 Maws of Totorak has been placed under control of what? The Sylph Elder is inside. And you are sure of this? How in the 7 hells did he manage to sneak by? God strike me down for a pure-blind fool. You must find the Sylph Elder before he falls prey to the fiends within. Entrance to Totorak is ordinarily restricted, but these are exceptional circumstances. Pray, assemble a rescue party, and enter as soon as you are ready. Thousand Maws now accessible. Alright. Next time. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to subscribe. You can check the video description down below for a link to the playlist as I deal with hiccups. You can, find a link to the playlist so that you can get caught up on any episodes you might have missed. Words. Oh yeah, there's a link to my Patreon down there as well. Feel free to check that out because that really does help out the channel. And with that, I'll see you all next time in the 1,000 Maws of Totorak.